Hey, we are doing it again. We're back in it. How exciting! Oh geez, oh geez. No, don't want to update you. Da, 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 da. Okay, okay. Oh, and my face is in the wrong spot. Oh, it's terrible. Oh no. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're still setting up. Everyone relax. Everyone calm down. Everyone fucking relax. Okay. Hold the phone. Hold on. Let's ping people. Does anyone even people even respond to the pings in the Discord? I have no idea. I don't know how any of that works, man. Like, I wonder if I'm scaring people off more than people are benefiting from the pings. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. All right. In today's live stream, I am kind of sleep deprived and feeling groggy and weird, but I really desperately need to finish. I want to finish this song because I think the song is rad. What's up, Alien? And I need to work on the mini mix. I want to put the song in the mini mix. I wasn't gonna have this in the mini mix, but now the song is good, and I want to do it, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, yeah. I'm feeling weird. I'm feeling weird. It's the sleep deprivation. It's doing it to me. Okay. So okay. I think everything. You know what? I'm gonna play this out for a little bit. I'm gonna get water. Think about it. No, you got it all wrong. You are the chat. You're saying hi to yourself. You're just a bunch of text on my screen. You can't be anything other than chat, right? There's no way there's a person behind there. Hey, what's up, PI? I haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? How's life going? How you holding up? How much sleep did you get last night? I didn't get enough. some extra thing in this section here because it's like. So to update everyone, the structure of the song is we got this long, kind of nice ambient intro, goes into the, which is all fun, and then it drops into this section, which is like the section you just heard, but without the squelchy. Politics do be stressing me out too. Yeah, I kind of just have to like tune out a little bit. I mean, I'm staying updated, but like, I don't know, man. I'm full of apathy. It's like, what can you do, you know? Or are you just gonna observe it? Whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen. Unless you're gonna like be all politically active and shit and go and demonstrate or do whatever, you know? Which we do need people doing that, but I don't have the fucking capacity to be doing that right now. And if you don't have the capacity to be doing that, then like, what is there that you can do, you know? It's just you have to turn off the news. I completely stopped using Reddit, which honestly, I was massively addicted to it. I would just like scroll the front page and shit all the time. And this is the only thing that's actually gotten me to like stop entirely. Like, maybe not entirely, but like I use it like 10% as much as before, just because everything is like, it's all bots, it's all astroturfed, it's all manufactured shit, and it's all depressing as fuck. It's just a lot. So I'm tuning out and feels good. Yeah, I mean I talk about it, but it's depressing as fuck and it's everywhere, and I'd like to not think about it every once in a while, you know? So you gotta make music instead. It's the vibe. This entire song was made with the Pigments update. Okay, maybe not an entire thing, but the vast majority of everything was initially all me messing around with Pigments. So everything in this intro here, yeah, Pigments, all modal synth stuff. So we got, what is it? This guy, I think. Yeah, this guy here is pretty cool. This is me like adjusting like the like warmth of, or not warmth, the warp of the inharmonic overtones, right? You could set the overtones to be harmonic or inharmonic if you quantize them to the harmonic series or not, right? And then automating this, you get really cool shit. And I don't know, modal synthesis is so good. This is way better than the additive engine. Like the additive engine, I got Pigments because I wanted more additive synths, but honestly I was pretty disappointed with what you could do with the additive thing. But this guy is basically that, but way better, and it's got the little modal sound. You can put your own impulses in there and shit. But yeah, we got like this thing is on like granulars, so it's got that kind of like onclong sounding thing, you know. And then weird automation, inharmonic overtone, filter movement, whatever, and it sounds cool. this guy too. Which is just like, I guess, a vibrato. Yeah, just a vibrato on, like, you can even hear the impulse. Which is just good. It's just good all around. Like this kind of glitching sound. I don't know what's coming from. It's very inconsistent. It sounds like a fucked up sample rate thing. I just heard it right there. Some fucked up transient. Sparkle sound. It's like an inconsistent. It sounds like you're hearing like a bunch of redux or something, just for an instant, just for like a millisecond. Maybe it's my CPU going crazy, but it's like I'm hearing it. It sounds like it's a part of the sound. It sounds like it's some specific sound with a really short transient. It's like percussive, but it's super inconsistent and it's happening randomly, so I can't pinpoint where it's coming from. Okay, I just heard it right there. Right there was so obvious. It was right after the kick. What the fuck? Yeah, it's gotta be CPU. It's just usually, I don't usually hear my CPU spike in that way. And I was hearing this earlier. Can we just give more latency? Give more error compensation. Okay, I haven't heard it. Maybe that was it. Maybe I fixed it. No, I just heard it again. Nope. Oh! Where is that? Okay, I heard it consistently like 3 times and it stopped. Is this fucking... It's the fat rack. Something about... There's some inconsistent shit happening with this. Oh, because it's set to random. That'll do it. You know, we probably... Yeah, we probably just don't need to have this crazy filter. Let's just not have that. It's just that particular sound you couldn't actually really hear in the depth of the mix. You couldn't hear the RNG stuff, and it was also fucking up and sometimes sounding bad, right? I like that. Let's make this like groan. Just like kind of come from the dark. Spooky. Okay, yeah, the issue, okay, something that was the issue. I'm doing this call and response thing, but I have some sounds that were like kind of bleeding in, and it would distract. Like you're paying attention to one thing, but then this other thing is like coming in, and then you're like, what do I pay attention to? I think it's better probably if you only hear it start to come in right after the other thing, right? Okay, we need a final thing here, right? Because this is a repeat. Oh, I'm losing my voice. I gave a 2-hour music lesson this morning. It was like right after I woke up. I was just yapping for like 2 hours straight, and now here I am doing it again. You can drink more water. Okay, so we need to vary this section a little bit. Can we fit? I mean, there's so much weird shit going on. Ideally, I reintroduce one of the melodies from before. We have a couple that we're working with. We got this guy. I think that's not gonna work there, probably. No, it's not gonna work. It needs to be something that's less staccato every single beat, you know? Because like the main thing you're paying attention to is this like fucked up formant shifting, like not on the grid weird pitch bending thing. And That's not going to work. So I'm probably just going to reintroduce the breakdown melody, which I see. I think that could work. I think that might be the song. I think that could definitely work. We could just have the weird section with the melody playing underneath, over it. Also, what's up, Lucas George? I don't think I said hi to you, even though you were like the first or second person to step into the chat. Yeah, I think this is good. I think this is good enough probably for the mini mix. And I think the mix is overall probably fine. So we'll give this a once over. Here, let's go back from this breakdown over here, and then I'm gonna get some water because I'm losing my voice. have an idea for another synth. Another synth sound. We can do... Give it the old wavetable. The wavetable. Some wavetable is always good. Give it a lot of noise. Something like that, right? With the high release. Except, you're gonna exclusively be high pitch. And then... Let's grab a rack, polyrhythmic auto pan. This one is a hoot. Basically, it was just we just got two auto filters / auto pans on the left and right channels, and you can make it move at different rates, right? Right, I forgot. I'm streaming too early for you. Okay, that's the good metric. In the summer, I'll stream only at 9 p.m. at midnight for you, which actually would be, I think that is actually like optimal time for you, because that's right when it gets dark. Yeah, this pan rack, we got a right channel and a left channel, and then we just got an LFO moving auto filters, and then the rate is tied to both. I lost where I was. I got all confused. Yeah. So you can just use the LFO within the auto filter and then just like mess with the rate, but the rate here only goes up to 10 hertz. And what I did here is I have it set so that the LFO on each of these is controlling not just the auto filter, but it's also controlling a utility. And so I could turn the filter off, right? Now there's nothing. But then I could turn on gain, so now it's controlling gain instead. I use fuel? I don't know what that means, man. I should make this rack a little bit better so I can like smoothly interpolate between just like adjusting the amount of gain. Like right now it's all or nothing kind of for both, and I can't really, I have to like, it's kind of a pain in the ass to change the frequency range. I have to like open up each LFO. But the principle overall is cool. It's kind of a clusterfuck over here, though. It's not that great. There's too much going on. It's too much, man. It's too much. Terrible. Maybe I just don't do any of that. Fuel is a plugin. Gotcha. I do almost everything stock. I just use stock instruments. I've never heard of Fuel before. Yeah, I just make racks out of a bunch of stock stuff for the most part. I don't use that many plugins. I have a limiter. I got a couple of mixing plugins like Bloom and Soothe. I use Valhalla Vintage Reverb as my reverb because Ableton stock reverb kind of sucks. And then like pretty much everything else. Oh, I use pigments a lot in this song. I have a couple synthesizers, but I do use a lot of stock stuff and effects. Yeah, I don't know about this part. The very first part and copy paste to it just goes to uncontrollableness. Yeah, no, it becomes too much. The very first part and copy paste every 4th, 8th, 16th as example. What? I mean, I think this thing as a whole is totally fine. It's just that it can't work with this, you know, with the other melody. It's too much. Maybe. Whoa. Hold up. So it's a monophonic melody. So what if we use like spectral resonator? I don't know if this will work. I don't know. I'm just experimenting. And then we take input from 97 wavetable or 96, I guess. 97. And then we can like just like make it go up. It doesn't sound that great though. I'm just not super crazy about the sound of resonators. The way it transforms is kind of cool. I think the wavetable thing isn't really working. Maybe this will be fine in this section or something. Maybe I just end the song here, man. Maybe I just cut it. Maybe I just cut it because I don't want to deal with it. I could like drop it back to one of these sections. Runtime, it's well over 5 minutes. Jesus Christ, this is a long fucking song. We're at like 6 minutes. My God, pretty good. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with this. We started this like 4 or 5 days ago or something, and then we got everything up to here is good. This last section, this last little bit here, I don't really know about this one. I could just cut it. I could just cut it. This is a long fucking song. Like, what if we just, what happens if we just do this, right? Plus to freestyle, I cannot freestyle. I have a lot of very weird, peculiar, and odd skills and party tricks, and I'm pretty musically inclined. I cannot rhyme 2 words together. I can't even do a couplet. It's impossible. I am kind of brain broken at that. It's bizarre. It is strange. I've baffled my friends at how bad I am at it. I did just get super chats, but no, it's gonna be miserable. So I'm not gonna get $20. I would get $5 and embarrass myself. I think I'll be all right, but I like that. And then we need what happened to over here? Maybe we can take this guy and we'll chuck you. Oh, it's the special resonator. Okay. I think we could probably just end it there. If I want to make it a little bit more DJ friendly, I probably got to chuck this melody back in. No, I don't think it sounds like we're going right back into another section. Maybe I just cut it right there. I don't know. Okay, let's play from the beginning, analyze it, and then I'm probably just gonna chuck it away and put this into a mini mix, and then we'll try making the mini mix. Yeah, get a notepad and just write things down that rhyme. I mean, I do know it's a muscle that you just gotta like train, but it's rough, man. It is something I should work on, because like who the fuck knows, I might want to put lyrics in my music at some point. Like, I've never really wanted to put lyrics into my music, but that's also probably because, like, I'm bad at it. That might be also the reason, but... I started producing at the end of 2018 or 17. It's been like 7 years, 7 or 8 years or something like that. 7? I don't know. I think the very end of 2017, I think. GT. Thank my God. My very first $5 from streaming. Who would have expected that? Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think someone in the last live stream said this sounds like Crash Bandicoot IDM or something. Yeah, I think that fits pretty good. There's one wubbing sound that fucking sucks here. Where are you? It's not there. No. Yeah, this guy fucking sucks. We don't want him. Man, this sound, like, it kind of hurts with the high frequency, but it also feels good in how it hurts, you know? And it does something to the fucking synapses in my brain. Worked on hundreds of beats, easily deleted way more than you ever kept. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I mean, I think a good rule of thumb is 90% of what you make is complete garbage. And I think, like, as you get better, like, it's just that's always going to be what happens. Like, even when I first started, like 10% of what I made was like a good idea or sounded good. I mean, it was like made poorly. It wasn't like it didn't sound clean or whatever, but they were good ideas. And that's still consistent today. You know, it's just that, like, what is good ends up getting better over time, you know? But yeah, 90% of what you make is garbage. 90% of what everyone makes is garbage. I think that's just like a rule of thumb for pretty much any art, honestly. What was I looking for? This guy. I think this guy's like, yeah, you're like a lot, man. You're like way too much. Got this guy. We'll put that automation here. Yeah. Particularly well. I've been learning for like almost a year, like 9 months, 10 months or something like that. Mostly trying to learn to improvise, learning music theory and all that. Yeah, no, I've been slowly starting to incorporate it more and more. This is an Osmos. It's a synth with wiggly keys, and it's a lot of fun because you get to like vibrato stuff. So even though I'm not like particularly good, you can still play monophonic melodies and just like add a little bit of wiggle, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, no, I'll boot this up. Hopefully it doesn't break because I've been having some issues with it, and then I need we'll listen to the end of the song, judge if it still needs work, and then we'll move on to something. There's some like frequency buildup. Definitely not completely clean, but I don't know. It's a work in progress. I think it's still fine enough for like playing out, or if I was to put this in a mix. And the fucking Osmos is breaking. Wait. What the fuck? Why was that? Oh, the synth was... It thought a key was being pressed down. Okay. Yeah, no, the mix down here isn't great. Too much mids. I don't know if you can actually drop links directly in the YouTube chat. I don't know if there's a way to enable that. I've never been able to figure that out. But if you, I mean, you could just type in the title and I could search it, or you could drop it in my Discord channel, which the Discord link is in my description, but I'll check it. Okay, I think that's a done song. I think that's done. I think we done did it, and that is super exciting and super cool. So let's export everything. Let's save it, export it, and then let's go check on the minimix, see what other fucking work I gotta do. It never ends. It never ends. All right, all right, all right. We're gonna export this guy. Oh, fucking synth still isn't on. A shame. There. This guy, export. Oh, I need to name this song also. It doesn't have a name. I'm thinking of calling it something like Monkey's Paw, or like Voodoo Doll. No, Voodoo Doll. I think Monkey's Paw is pretty good. Like something kind of paranormal and a little goofy, because like it's yeah. Oh, Monkey's Paw is a horror short story from 1902. I thought this was like some mythology lore thing from like way longer ago. That's cool. Okay, word. All right, we're calling it that. Monkey's Paw 20525. All right. And then while this exports, we can fuck around on the synth for a little bit. Let's get a camera working. Got this guy. So fancy. I have multiple cameras. Wow. I really don't like the very first preset that it plays. It's not that great. That one's N. The fuck just fell? Something just fell. Gonna dip out, but you may pop in again tonight. Okay, word. Take care, man. Hell yeah! Thank you for the donation. You made a world record, world first Paleac donation. Congratulations. No, it's all the synthesizer, honestly. This thing sounds so fucking good. You just hit random keys. learn a couple ragtime pieces right now. So we got the Entertainer, which is maybe lower an octave. Motherfucker. That one's messy. Oh, goddamn. $20, my god. Thank you, TJ. I appreciate that. That is huge. Holy shit. Thank you. Wow. Okay, what are we doing? We're checking out the mix, I think. Here, let's turn off this fucking camera. Except we're probably gonna open that back up again. Yeah, I think so. I think we're just gonna listen. We're gonna open the mix. Actually, I want to work on this guy a little bit more because I also want to put this guy in. This song is in 13 notes per octave, so we're in a absolutely fucked up tuning system because 13 notes is like the worst, like objectively like one of the worst tunings. So it sounds really funky. It's kind of fun. And then it's also in 13/8 because Mr. Leaky came into my chat a while ago and demanded that I make a song in 13/8 and 13 EDO. I have no idea who Sneaky is. There is no GIF or wife. Nora Jones, she's a good follow for that southern feel. I'm not familiar. I mostly just listen to electronic music. I do really like, I'm a big fan of Indian classical music and tabla. I play tabla. I don't have it set up though. I can't currently with my interface and how I set it up is I can't have both the synthesizer and the tabla set up easily. So I don't know, but I used to live stream and play tabla or whatever, but like in between loading up songs. Because tabla's fucking sick. But, well, what else do I listen to? I don't even know. Just a lot of, like, weird fucking electronic music. Really. Lately been getting into, these, like, 1950s, 1960s percussionist, tiki music or whatever. This shit's awesome. I want to learn the marimba so fucking bad. I need a marimba. I want to make a marimba, actually. I, like, randomly on, like, a ADHD internet rabbit hole read about how marimbas are made, and, like, the acoustics behind it is, like, super fucking cool. It actually, like, made me click and understand with so much shit in acoustics and how modes work in, like, different instruments and also room modes and stuff like that. It's cool. Alright, this song is in 13/8, and we're in 13 EDO. Oh, man, I fumbled it. I fumbled it. What did I say? I was talking about how we're in 13 notes per octave, which is extra spooky and weird. Very weird. And, oh, also, TJ, that is confirmation the song is good, so thank you. I don't have to test it for myself now. And then, yeah, we're in 13/8, which is fucking weird. I've never done that before. But, yeah, odd time signature, I don't know. It's weird. I tried doing some, like, Indian kind of percussion counting thing to, like, figure out how to structure the beat. And then in this section over here, you know, this whole loop is, like, you know, 13 beats long. And then over here, I shorten it to 11 beats. So then everything starts getting off grid. And you're like, what the fuck is happening? And then it, like, turns into this other thing later on. Change with the song. I think it's fine. I think it's pretty much there. I mean, it's lacking an intro, I suppose. Here, let's give it an intro so that if I can maybe feasibly put it in the mini mix. Then I think we got. What are you? What? Oh yeah, the rooster samples, because Mr. Leaky demanded that I put like rooster samples in here. What have we got in here? Me playing tabla and it's all glitched out. What do we got here? I'm going to a show on Saturday apparently. Wait, is that? I thought that was next week. Oh word. What am I looking for? Oh, it's this guy. Okay, let's whoa, my mouse is getting stuck. That's weird. The stereo swap filter. Someone just sent me back a master they want changed. Here, let's give it one of these. Hey, what's up, Mr. Leaky? This is your favorite song. Well, I don't know if it's your favorite song, but you named it, and you came up with the premise for every little bit here. Oh, ow. It hurts my brain, dude. Here, let's put some risers. Just get alien riser 2. Fuck it. Then we'll stretch you out, and you will be like that. it's sounding worse by the second. I don't know if I'm like... I don't know what's going on. I think it's just like a psychoacoustic thing. I think I'm like losing perspective or something like super fast on this. Or like I'm realizing that the mix is shit, but I don't even know like how to quantify what's wrong. Okay, I think that's, I don't know, probably cool. I don't know if I'm gonna put this in the mix. It would be cool if I do, but I feel like it's got too many issues, and I really want I want to finish the mix like in the next 2 days, so maybe not. Let's just shove, yeah, Viking chicken Satan. I'm not gonna respell it like that. Viking chicken Satan 2. There we go. It's, yeah, it is disorienting. It's like, it just confuses the fuck out of you, but like also it makes me make funny faces and it gives dopamine, you know? It's pretty good. It's like structured, but it has like just enough structure where you could follow it, but it's confusing enough to where you're like, what the fuck is happening at the same time, you know? Something like that. Okay. After this, all right, we're gonna work on the mini mix. I think that's the move. I am going to get some water and use the bathroom and whatnot. I'll be back in a bit. What's up, Jonathan? I see you. Forest Temple is so good. It's so good. Unmatched. Okay, alright. I don't know how entertaining this will be. I'm trying to figure out how to structure and figure out this fucking mini-mix. Got a few things. I don't know. I think the way I'm going to start it is with this song. Is with... Jesus Christ. Is with this song. The sub kind of sounds kind of fucked up on it. Am I... There's like a sidechain thing? Yeah, it's kind of... Anyways, let's just look at the transitions and think about it. Yeah. Oh, your first like live set? Yeah. You know, I'm considering maybe just performing with just like just recording it out with a mixer, because honestly, there's some shit that like I have to like do tempo automation in between each song, right? Like this goes from 90 to like 88 or whatever. And then whenever I'm doing that, I have to like warp. I have to like cut up and then warp things and then put it on like complex mode and stuff like that. And the warp algorithms fuck with the song, right? They don't sound good when they're warped with the Ableton warp algorithms. So I can't really play a song at a different BPM and keep it, you know, warped or in tune with the original thing, which is like really obnoxious. Whereas like I don't know what warping algorithms are in like, you know, Pioneer mixers and CDJs and stuff like that, but they sound super clean and good for, you know, altering and changing BPMs and keeping it at the same pitch. And I don't really have that option here, and I kind of would like to do that, so I might just get an idea of what I want to do and then perform it. But then I'm gonna like, you know, I'm gonna make a couple goofs on transitions or something probably that I'm gonna like lose my mind over because I'm being all fucking perfectionisty. I don't know. It's very annoying. Anyways, this song is cool. I could just put it on repitch mode. Like, who's gonna care if it's off by like, you know, some amount of cents, right? I guess it really depends if I'm doing long blends between songs. They have the option to repitch. So they can repitch like tape or like vinyl. Or you can disable that and have it warped, which I usually do that because, like, I don't like the sound of when DJs are changing the BPM slowly, and then you could hear the repitching. It makes the BPM shift so much more obvious, and it sounds like, I don't know, dissonant and wrong. I don't know. It throws me off, and it makes me listen too hard to them mixing. I really like the CDJs just switch to a different subset of 127 EDOs. There we go. That's the solution. We'll just modulate down by 127th of a note. But yeah, CDJs have like, I don't know, some really good warping algorithm where like I really don't hear any artifacts unless like you're off by like 50% of the BPM, like some crazy amount. I don't know. I have to update this song because this is a whole ass new song. This bit here, I don't even care, I guess, about the transition, but... It's another reason why I don't like vinyl DJing. I don't understand the fetishization of vinyl DJs. I mean, I understand that it's like they fetishize it because a vinyl is cool. You know, it's like a waveform, a physical waveform. So like that's cool. But beyond that, like you're gonna hear crackles and pops and shit, and the fidelity is gonna be kind of fucked up. You can't really like. The dynamic range of vinyl is like inherently very different from like electronic music. If you're printing out like an electronic music onto a vinyl, the quality is worse. It's guaranteed. You know, it adds the vinyl warmth, which is like distortion and all sorts of like physical distortions and stuff from the sound of the needle running on the thing. You know, you can't have something run from one medium into another, back into another medium. It's going to introduce like noise and issues the whole time. So it sounds worse. And then also you don't have the option of warping stuff when you're using vinyl. So you're so much more limited in the ability of what you can do. You quantize BPMs of 150 to 152, like in terms of different tracks. It makes sense on certain songs, but I don't know. On some stuff, like it bothers me because it just reminds me of the fact that I'm not listening to the original recording as it was recorded. I want that fidelity, man. You know? I don't know. I don't like it, and I just know, yeah, it's not accurate. You know, I mean, I wonder how accurate you can get. I'm sure you could get pretty fucking accurate to the point where people can't tell, but I don't know. And then yeah, the fact that you can't warp stuff is not great. Especially when you run it through a compressor. I don't want to run it through. I want to listen to the original goddamn wave file. There's this one song that there are several songs that I fucking love, and I really want to be able to DJ them, but they're only available on vinyl because like that's what everyone was doing in like the 2000s or whatever. And you can't buy a digital version. And so if I want to play it in a set, I need to get my own vinyl, and I need to get like a whole setup to rip recordings from it, and the ripped recordings are gonna have like a super fucked up like dynamic range and amount of loudness, and so I'm gonna have to like remaster the ripped recording via vinyl. And so what was originally like a wave file was pressed into vinyl, played through my thing. Hopefully I don't fuck up anything. I have the amp set up right and gain staging and everything set up right, such that it's at the maximum possible volume before it starts to like clip or do any weird limiting or anything. And then I'm going to record that into another wave format, and then I have to master it again myself so that it's competitively loud. And then it's still going to have pops and clicks in it. And then so it's just like you take it from a wave file to a bunch of shit, you drag it through a bunch of mud, and then it's a wave file again. And then it's not going to sound as good as it could have been. Yeah, it's a bummer. That's my take on vinyl. Now, having vinyl, for the physical act of having physical stuff, you're only talking about the pop, crackles and pops. I like it in certain contexts on certain music, but not all the time. Sometimes it bothers me. I don't know. It's hard for me to pinpoint, but on old-timey stuff, I'm like, yeah, pops and crackles. But like, I don't know, if I'm listening to like high-fidelity electronic music, I don't want to listen to pops and crackles. Speaking of, there's a fake vinyl distortion sound on this, which I don't really like. It sounds too fake. Okay, so this song is a vibe, right? Let's just skip towards the end. Alright, that's not the right version of the song. We gotta swap it to this guy. We're just gonna shove you right there. I guess we can do that. We can do this bit too. Fuck. Shit. Matching waveforms. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh, geez. That's good enough, probably, and then we just crossfade it. It's an interesting sound. It's like kind of muddy, but it's got that really nice classical like dubstep wub, you know? I'm skipping ahead. Yeah, I think it sounds fine. There's issues with the mix. Like, I would not release this as is, but I think this is good enough for, like, releasing a mini mix, you know, work in progresses. I need to, like, oh man, fighting perfectionism fucking sucks. Especially when, I mean, I'm trying to, like, show off, like, 15 different songs I've never been shown before, so I'm, like, fucking losing it, man. Okay, this BPM shift is like way too fucked, but I'm thinking, we can put the new song in here. The fucking, the Banjo-Kazooie sounding one. Not Banjo-Kazooie. Crash Bandicoot. I always confuse the two. Okay. Put this here. We can have a little dub fucking echo out. It's breaking. Everything's broken. It's kind of a weak transition, but like it. Yeah, I was thinking of that also. So this is at 100 BPM. Well, I mean, I could also just fucking tempo modulate. But also, it's mostly just ambient sound beforehand, so you're mostly just hearing like the textures. Yeah. This is kind of weird. I mean, the intro is mostly just like money stuff, you know? What's up, Amphivolia? I think that's how it's pronounced. How you doing? I think it kind of works. I think we could drag it in so that this whole breakdown isn't as long. So we fade it in here. But yeah, this echo out and then you hear this new thing come in, I think is kind of decent. Hey, what's up, Zenchant? How you doing? It's kind of a long intro, but like, I don't know, it's a break. People can have a break in the middle. And then we need to transition into the microtonal fucking weird one over here. They're slightly off BPM. I think this one's like 103 and this one's 100. This is when we start warping things. Oh boy, my favorite. Here, this guy. Can you take a break from insect synthesis? Insects are salting your ears. I would love to hear your bugs. Please let me hear more bugs. I'm a big fan of them. Do I have any songs with bug sounds in this one? There's got to be some bug sounds. There's a lot of weird alien sounds. I don't know about bugs in particular in these guys here. This song here is in 22 notes per octave. I think I started off in a diatonic like major scale, and then it very quickly starts getting fucking weird. There's another track somewhere playing at the same time. Oh, and everything's lagging. Oh, Lord. Well, Biota is more about how sounds interact versus how good they sound alone. Yeah, I have had ambitions. I haven't completely done the things I'm thinking about, but I once made like I had the goal of making like an ambient environment where like there's different objects placed around in space around you, kind of similar to like Dolby Atmos panning or whatever. So I have it somewhere. What is it? XYZ map? No, that's something different. I think that is something different. Anyways, I created like a what was it called? Map. Stereo imaging sound map. Oh, it will break my Ableton if I open it. It's super buggy, but kind of similar to your Biota thing where you have these different things in space, but you have a map where you can place like 6 different objects or channels, and then wherever your character is, which is one dot on the map, wherever the character is, his distance to every single other object adjusts distance cues, and then the azimuth or angle at which the character is looking and where he's positioned will change the panning and everything of every single object around him. And so you can like very quickly start like creating like maps or whatever. I feel I have these like loose ideas of like I wish I knew video game development. I don't want to spend the time to learn it though, because I want to spend all my time on music, but I would very much like to make a video game where your character is blind, can't see anything. So like the visual display would be basically like you'd see whatever your character touches. So it's all black. You could see the floor that you're standing on. And then if you bump into something, like a wall would light up or something. That's like your character's sense of touch. And then everything else is sound cues. Everything. So it would ideally, you'd have to use like a head related transfer function. You'd probably have to make it in VR. So it's kind of a big scope, I think. Maybe you could get it done with like, you know, if you have enough visual cues, like, you know, the things that you're touching, the sound cues might, you know, just with like binaural panning might still work fine. But ideally, if you can make it really realistic with a head related transfer function of the person's head who's playing it, which that's going to be a whole fucking mess. I don't even know how you'd approach doing that, but I know people are working on that currently. Then you could, I want to make it like a puzzle game, basically. So like a puzzle game where your environment is like the entire thing you interact with is a sound. So usually puzzle games, you're working in like a 2D plane, and it's like the puzzles are spatial, you know? It's like, how do I spatially go here? How do I go from point A to point B while, you know, interacting with these certain things that will prevent me from doing other stuff? In this, I want it to be like, I hear a sound somewhere to my left, and I hear this other sound that calls in response somewhere to my right, and I need to make some like other sound in the middle based on other cues that I've had. And if I make the correct sound, then like I like unlock the puzzle or some shit, you know? So ideally, it's all just like abstract ideas I'll probably never ever get made. But your character is a synthesizer. and your character can speak and will sing notes. So let's say like the puzzles, you have to finish a melody, and so you have to like maybe like position yourself in just the right spot so that a bird will tweet one note and then a frog will croak another note, and you know what melody you need to play, and then you sing the middle note. So there's the bird, and then you sing it, and then the frog, and then you solve the fucking thing. Or I don't know, some other stuff with like rhythm. There's a whole bunch of vague ideas there. And then otherwise you could also use your synthesizer thing to create other sounds. So like let's say you have to like say a certain like there's a password to get past a certain gate, and it's like a certain word, you need to create a formant filter for that word. And then if your character can make the formant filter something close enough to it, then you can like progress, you know. College game dev assignment. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wish I knew game development. I tried to learn Unity for like 2 days, and I was like, okay, this is going to be way too much effort, actually, probably. But yeah, ideally, like the environment, I would want it all completely synthesized. So like everything you're doing with Biota, I think, is like that kind of premise. And then just the idea of like, okay, like mapping out and figuring out where you're located relative to everything else, because you're using only sound cues. So like, let's say there's a fountain and you know where the fountain is relative to other things. So you're just listening for the fountain. You know, you're walking around, you get lost, you hear the fountain out in the distance, and you're like, okay, the fountain's over there. Fucking the chimpanzee up in the trees somewhere over there, so I know where I'm located. And just the whole act of working on your spatial perception entirely through sound is super interesting. Also, I want to make an echolocation simulator. The ultimate idea is this is all an echolocation simulator, and in the process, you're learning how to echolocate, but I think an echolocation simulation that would actually be like highly accurate and transferable to real life is like impossible with the current technology that we have. Maybe with head-related transfer functions in a VR helmet, maybe. It might be doable, but no, maybe. I don't know. I've looked into it. It's really complicated. It turns out ray tracing with audio is really fucking hard, because you'd have to like replicate the perfect like echo and reverb cues, and you need to have like a realistic reverberation generated through audio wave tracing. So it would be a whole thing. Simulating ear training, yeah. It would also very few people would be able to play it, though, is also an issue, because it would have to be people who are nerdy about audio and can do ear training to some degree. It doesn't necessarily have to be interval recognition, but that would probably play some part in it. But like, you'd have to ear train. The whole premise would be training your ears and your brain to interact with sound more, right? So not many people would be capable of that. Mostly just like musicians and producers probably would find that interesting, but maybe, I don't know. The premise is there. An echolocation simulator would be great, because I really want to learn it. I know I can do like a tiny bit. I can tell if I'm standing in front of a wall, and I know how to listen for reverb and, you know, like short delays or whatever, and I can hear room modes, but I can't like parse it. And so the only way I would be able to actually learn it is I literally have to wear a blindfold and like walk around and live my life with a blindfold all the time, and I can't really do that. But if you could like simulate it and then you could learn it in a video game, that would be fucking sick. Then you don't have to risk walking into walls and stuff. Cool. Maybe introduce difficulty levels at least. Yeah. It would start off like super simple or something. Maybe make some like kind of RPG like story with it. Imagine like your character is a bird, like a lyrebird, which I'm sure you know, but lyrebirds are fucking sick. They can like mimic like any sound. Lyrebird, because like your character would be able to produce any sort of sound, right? And so ideally, you're a bird, and then when you spawn, you're just like next to other birds that make very particular sounds, and so like you recognize characters through the sounds that they make. You know, like imagine like Animal Crossing, like, you know, like how Animal Crossing characters, they all have their own unique like formant synth or whatever. They all sound kind of funny in their own unique way. Being able to recognize different characters in different areas and then using that to create like spatial mapping of stuff. I don't know. Highest difficulties, ultrasonic. Yeah, because also I've thought about this a lot, just fantasizing about making this game is never gonna fucking happen. You could slow down time or whatever, because like your character would be able to hear at a higher frequency range, right? So maybe there's like to like pass certain puzzles, you adjust what you can hear as a human by slowing down time. Everything slows down as well as your hearing perception, and then suddenly you'll hear fucking up to 40k if you slow it down times 2, or 80k if you slow it down times 3, right? So like doing that, slowing down time, hearing different cues and how everything's interacting in different ways. Maybe like some weird shit with like a puzzle involving polyphony and polymeter or something. You know, you slow down like a perfect fifth and it turns into a 3:2 ratio, and then you have to, like, I don't know, in some way interact with that. It's all very loose and kind of hard to conceptualize because it's never been done, and sound is really abstract compared to like two-dimensional puzzles and stuff. But there's something fucking there, and I don't have the skill set to make it or do it. Maybe eventually if I get really focused on that, but I have enough on my plate. I don't know, but I think you see the vision. Yeah, there's something there for sure. Maybe at some point I'll like get super gung-ho about it and then recruit a bunch of people to help make it, and I'll get you to make all the animal sounds, all the forest sounds and stuff. You can control time with the pitch your character makes, higher pitches. Well, I mean maybe. No, I think you'd be able to make different pitches. You'd also have to create a synthesizer within it and create a UI that is extremely friendly and intuitive for people to make complex, like somewhat complex sounds, or at least sounds that would fit in the game. It's like it's a big idea. It's kind of gnarly. But the idea is like you could sing certain notes or whatever. Maybe there'd be a level where you start making microtonal notes. There'd be like a phonotaxis. What is this word? Movement of an animal in response to sound. Oh, that's fucking AI. Oh, sick. I know that like humans have like a startle response, like an innate startle response there, where like if it's only caused by physical sensation, like if someone like creeps behind you and grabs your shoulders really suddenly, you'll get a startle response, and you'll like jump up really quickly. Your like adrenaline and everything will like jump up super hard. That can also happen with sound. It doesn't happen with visuals. It's because sound has like a 5 millisecond delay for something you hear to something hitting your brain, so you can process sound like way more quickly. And same thing with like sensation and physical touch, whereas like visual stuff is like a 200 millisecond delay or something like that. And I imagine that's probably what this is. You know, if you hear some weird fucking sound like right behind you that you weren't expecting, then you'll probably like jump up and get like super startled, and you'll have like a whole physiological response that is like entirely instinctual. And so I'm guessing that's what that is, right? I don't know. A lot of animals communicate bimodally. Yeah. Also, like an idea for the game, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be puzzles. Like, what if it's just like a simulator where you're like some blind fucking animal and you have to hunt insects? Yeah, and you hunt insects using audio cues. Just I think just that alone, the idea of just like, okay, the game is you just hunt bug and you only have audio cues to hunt bug. I think that's awesome. I think that would be so cool. That's a lot more feasible. But yeah, and then you get to hunt bug. That's just also just really fun and cute as a premise. All right, let's gander at this again. Well, truthfully, you're gonna be an alien. You're not gonna know what you are. You're gonna have no idea. You're gonna have ideas of what you are, but you can never see anything, so you're never gonna know. But it's gonna be on like some alien fucking planet. But I mean, it's gonna be reminiscent of human animals probably, or like Earth animals. I don't know. It could be anything though. Open to interpretation, right? Please do. I would love it. I'm also going to shill my own thing real quickly. The first like 8 minutes of this mix, this visual mix thing here, there's a lot of bug sounds and animal sounds and birds and synthesized birds and stuff like that. I think you dig it. It's all ambient stuff. I feel like that would be up your alley. But yeah, please send bugs. I want to hear more bugs. Oh yeah. Yeah, that mix is too bad on this, I think, to play out. I think it definitely needs more work, and I'm also not 100%. It's a big vibe switch from the previous stuff, but I mean, maybe fuck it. I don't know. I feel like the snare is too loud, or maybe that just means the snare in this one is too quiet. I also just realized there's another song I wanted to play, and I think the only place that would make sense... Fuck, dude. Oh god, this is torture. It is super, super not fun. I want to play this song. This one's also like 100 BPM. So since we're in like 100 BPM land, in this section, I should probably play it after this, and not play the Viking chicken one, right? Please, Ableton. Please, Ableton. Come on. Da, 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 da. Like the erosion on this now. God, no. Oh, I'm so tired of working on these songs, man. Yeah, I just need to accept the imperfections and move on. It's just like, at what point... It's hard to know what's the threshold of, like, imperfection that's okay, you know? But yeah, no, this is... I think this is gonna work. It's gonna be an interesting transition because one's in fucking 13.8, another one's not. We'll see. It happens very suddenly. It's pretty weird, but like I think it works. I think it works, but it's very abrupt. It's like you're like, it all makes sense, and then right about here you're like, wait, what the fuck is happening? It's all out of beat, off beat or something, and then it hits. But you know what? The music's all really fucking weird anyways. So like I can't really make mistakes. I think I've said this before, but I played a set once. And one of the songs I exported was missing like 50% of all the elements in it, and so it sounded fucking weird and absolute garbage. I just exported the song wrong and then played it out to a crowd of like 200 people. No one knew anything was wrong. Everyone thought it was normal because my music's already fucking weird as it is. I don't know if that works, but it's whatever. It kind of works. And I do want to change the mix on this one a little bit, but we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. I'm gonna put a note. I'm gonna put a note. Math rock? No, not much. No. On warp might. Oh, Interesting. Might not be your thing, but it's interesting to see how people use time signatures and rhythmic musics. Yeah, that would probably be pretty cool. I'm trying to think if I listen to... There's one guy I really like. I don't know what math rock necessarily means. I feel like math rock means they're like being really nerdy and intentional about time signature and rhythm and like I guess also like melody. They're just fucking music theory nerds. That's my understanding. But one of my favorite artists of all time, Sun Ra, and I don't even know if this counts as math rock, but it sounds fucking weird. My understanding. Oh my god, new album? Wait, when did this come out? How did I not know this was out? Excuse me? I'm just gonna like everything. Okay, I'm listening to that later. And my understanding is he basically just noodles pretty much randomly on a guitar for like 8 minutes, and then he adds another track of him noodling on like drums in some weird way for like 8 minutes, and it sounds fucking weird. Big limits. I have not. No. That's a long line. It's fucking awesome. It's like 10 minutes long. They're all so good. This is if you ever played yeah, it's I don't know if there's like a lot of super intentional stuff going on in terms of like theory and math stuff. I don't know. I liken it. It sounds like a 3-year-old like trying to make music with like a xylophone, but it sounds really good actually. Like it feels so like random. Like everything that happens, I'm never able to predict the next thing that happens in the song, but whenever it happens, I'm like, oh, that made sense. You know, it's like constantly being surprised. It's really cool. Anyways, if you ever played Hotline Miami, which is really good game with great music, this guy did he did some of the like most famous songs in it. Yeah, On Patrol. This album is really good. I don't really like psychedelic rock that much, but this guy's awesome. One of my favorites for sure. Okay, I think I'm getting burnt out on this fucking mix because I just realized there's like 2 more songs I want to put in here, and I think they need to go in like this section over here. It's a nightmare, man. It fucking sucks. I should just record out a mix. That way I'm just like kind of forced to just do it, you know? What do I want to do? I want, yeah, this fucking song here. Song right here. Right now. I want this guy to go here. Insert some time. Hello. Hello. I think I might have gotten the mix set up. Maybe. Now I have to listen to it like 10 times. And then we have the final song. Very, very final ending song. We'll go over here. And then let's see what the runtime is. I think it's like 40 minutes long or something. Believe so. Yeah. Okay, we're 40 minutes long. Cool. Super cool. And this song, we'll do that. Okay, I think that's how the mix is gonna end. Thank you, Relic. Oh, my YouTube just died. Wait, no. Where's the chat? Let me see the chat. Yeah, we're making a mix. The song's from like a year ago or something. I think this might be my favorite song I've ever made. The mix in the first half kind of sucks. I think I like overcooked it. Cause like there were issues in the mix before. I went back and like tweaked a bunch of stuff. I think I made the second half better, but I somehow made the first half worse. Hold on, let me find the OG original version, and then let's see if I fucking ruin this mix or not. Yeah, the intro is way better. There's like way more interesting intervals going on and like inversions, right? Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, it feels wrong somehow. I have too many tabs open. Jesus Christ. I think I overcooked it. I think there's too much shit going on now. Maybe I'm just tripping. I have listened to that specific version like a million times, and it could just be that the changes I made are just, since they're different from the version I listened to a million times, I think it's wrong. I think what I need to do is I need to make the main melody a little bit more prominent. I think the main melody is happening over the waltz chords in the other version. It's just like, it's so dynamic here that like at some points it kind of ducks out entirely and you can't really hear it. But yeah, I think the bubbles I have here might be the best bubbles I've ever made. Oh, thank you, Relic. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I think this is the best song I've ever made. Like the mix down needs a lot of work. I think there's a lot of issues with it. But just the idea in there, I don't know. It makes me feel like so like at peace with the world. It sounds fucking beautiful. I'm like really blown away that I made this. I'm pretty stoked about that. I think that's cool. Yeah. Okay, we have kind of basically a mix setup. The mix down on this kind of suck. The biggest issues that I really didn't like are, honestly, I might scrap this song. I might not even put this song in the mix, maybe, but yeah, exactly. I mean, the mix can be dog shit as long as the idea is good, you know? Like, there's so many fucking bangers from, like, the 50s or whatever, like, that sound horrible, you know, compared to the standards of today, but none of that matters, just as long as the sounds are good, the idea. Yeah. Okay, I think tonight/tomorrow, I'm gonna make these changes to these songs. I'm gonna export this entire fucking mix. I'm gonna go on a hike, I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm gonna take notes, and I'm gonna see if there's any songs I do and don't want. We got, bam. How long is this? Let's get rid of everything over here. It's about 45 minutes-ish. Okay. Okay. Good job. We're doing it. And then hopefully I'll have this out. It's probably not gonna come out tomorrow. I'm gonna listen to it like a million times and go crazy, I think, over the weekend, probably. Maybe on Monday. I think so. All right. Success, I think so. It was productive. Did a lot of fun. I'm ending the stream now. Thanks everyone for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. I got my first donation ever. I unlocked super chats yesterday. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know people weren't able to donate money before. I just figured no one wanted to. And then the first day where I enabled it, I got a bunch of money. So that's fucking awesome. Yeah. And yeah, we kind of finished this song. I named it Monkey's Paw. I think that's fitting because it sounds fucking spooky. I'm really impressed with this one. This one's super danceable, super fun. This song's kind of weird. There's a lot of weird songs. The energy levels are kind of up and fuck. I need to stop fucking tripping about it, man. It is what it is. Hell yeah. All right. Thanks, y'all. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Take care.